Well, here we are at the beginning of March, and I thought we could have a look at some of the little flowers that are doing their best to attract the insects at this time of year. Some of them are sweetly smelling, and take a bit of time just to admire the tracery of this wonderful 40-year-old Himalayan birch, Betula utilis, with its wonderful white trunk. Anyway, we'll see what we can find. One of these is the delightful Daphne relative called Edgworthia, and this is a form with orangey red flowers, and it's called Red Dragon. And the flowers are sweetly scented, like a Daphne. Now the thing about this shrub is that it's got very flexible stems, and you'll find that you can tie them in knots. I know that the late Sarah Chester's Ledbetter told me once that she'd found a large shrub of this, and so when nobody was looking, she tied a knot in it just to see if this was true, and indeed it was. Well, I promised you some little, somewhat insignificant flowers, and here's another shrub, a small tree really, going right up there. It's a member of the witch hazel family called Sycopsis sinensis, which is not entirely ornamental, I wouldn't have thought. But still, there it is, flowering away bravely. Slightly ridiculous because it's so far up. There's another tree with little puffballs of stamens in the winter, and that's the Persian iron tree. There they are, right up in the sky. Now Bertie's leading the way to a shrub which we've seen before with its autumn colour and with its multicoloured flower buds, but here it's actually flowering, facing into the sun, so we'll come round and view it from the other side. There it is with its little mustard coloured flowers, which again have a lovely scent. Now, unlike the little puffy ball flowers which we saw earlier, which belong to the witch hazel family, this one is a laurel family, Lindera obtusiloba. Coming round to the round temple past Camellia Cornish Spring, we have another flowering shrub which makes up for the smallness of its flowers with the sheer quantity of them. And here, this is Coreopsis sinensis in China, and above it, way up at about 10 feet in the air, is a rhododendron crossbill, which is one of the first to flower in this garden. Makes a nice combination with the Coreopsis. Coming around the back here, actually, on our way, thought I'd show you this rhododendron. Yes, it is a rhododendron, which has got the most weird flowers. and the colouring is really tomato red, which doesn't really come out very well on the video. This is a rhododendron called spinuliferum. Funny, these sort of petals, and then out pop the stamens. It may just be the way my mind works, but I do find it slightly obscene, this rhododendron. The way it just sticks its, what might be called sexual parts, out in a sort of come-hitherish way, telling the insects, oh, don't bother about trying to find the inside of my flower. Here we are. I'm flaunting for your benefit. Yes. Okay, so it's not all going to be tiny flowers. I thought I'd give a break and show you this wonderful, enormous shrub of Camellia Dr. Burnside, which I got from Marwood Hill, a good 35 years ago, I would say, from Jimmy Smart, who introduced me to this wonderful group of flowers. Marwood being really the home of the camellia, I would say. Coming back towards the amazing Himalayan birch, there is a large, dark, evergreen shrub going right up there. This is Sycopsis tutcheri. I think it's got another name now, but this has tiny little red flowers, and I was hard pressed to find any. It really is singularly unfloriferous here, but it's got such a lustrous green leaf. I can forgive it. And I do believe I see a few flowers right up at the top, which I don't think you'll be able to see. I might try pulling one down and see if we can catch a glimpse of these elusive creatures. Well, coming around the back, I have spied one or two. Goodness, I hear you say. Is that it? And I'm afraid the answer is yes. Just little stamens, little red stamens sticking out. Rather a lot of leaf to the amount of flower, I think you'll agree. Now you'll have to shrink yourselves down to be amazed by the flowers on these New Zealand shrubs called pseudo-wintera. Really, they are grown for their foliage. This one is called Marjorie Congreve, and there's one above which is rather more upright with red new growth called Moulin Rouge. And here is a more compact one which is nameless. It was labelled Marjorie Congreve, but it certainly isn't like the other Marjorie Congreve. And this has the traditional spotty leaves of the pseudo-wintera. Not something I'm particularly fond of. Looks a bit diseased to my mind. Whereas Marjorie's got beautiful leaves, just outlined in red. I think it's a gorgeous, gorgeous shrub. So where are these flowers you were going to show me? Well, Yes, there they are. Of course, you'll notice that Marjorie has also a lovely silver back, but the flowers are what one might call in the trade minute. Still, it's a foliage plant, not grown for its flowers. Marjorie does have some beautiful new growth, so she's worth growing, I think, for lovely foliage. And here we have a very tall, now, flowering tree from Tasmania called Atherosperma moschatum, and it has very scented foliage. Rather pretty pinky white flowers. We were walking in Tasmania and in a forest of the tallest flowering trees in the world, which is the eucalyptus called Eucalyptus reginans. And in amongst this forest were these trees of Atherosperma. I said, oh, I recognise that. But the thing with those was that they had very large leaves. This one has got quite small leaves. Yes, when the leaves are crushed, they let off a kind of, it's like the bay tree, bay laurel type smell. A little touch of camphor. I can smell vanilla. Following my nose, I come across this perhaps rather undistinguished plant, which in February comes out of these very scented, sort of spicy vanilla scented little flowers. It sort of wafts about. It's not one of these things that if you go up to it and smell it, it's obvious. It is a wafter. One thing about it is that it is absolutely covered in flowers. So what it lacks in size, it makes up for in quantity. And it's really a suckering shrub. And I keep it behind the Magnolias and so on, so that I just have it for the February, and then the rest of the year it can sit here quietly, minding its own business. More minute flowers, and a rather undistinguished looking tree, you might think, from Chile, but the scent is of vanilla and hot chocolate. It's just fantastic. If you just sit under the tree, you have it wafting about you. They are minute, but my goodness, it's a powerful vanilla smell. Slightly embarrassing. This Mahonia is looking really good until we had that dreadful blasting east wind, and it is slightly tender. Anyway, it's fine. I didn't realise quite how large it was going to get. But the beauty of this one is it's got lovely, lovely yellow-orange flowers, which makes it exceedingly attractive and unusual, actually. Amazing flowers. Time to go back past the wonderful Himalayan birch.